Hi there, good day. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by. I am here to share some messages with you. I know you're wondering, why am I wearing glasses, shades on the inside, indoors? I don't mind explaining it to you. I look a hot mess. My eyes are puffy. I have bags. They're red. They're dry. They're burning because I had an interesting morning. First of all, I had a interesting night because I was up late and then I had to get up early to make sure the children were good for school. My son, he's a teenager, so he gets himself ready. My daughter, I have to get her together, get her off to school. When I was alone, however, I decided to listen to I Look to You by Whitney Houston. It was a song I channeled yesterday, and it was confirmed through the oracle cards of my oracle deck. So I decided to give it a listen because it has been a while. Rest in peace to Whitney Houston. Love her. Okay. So I listened to the song. Of course, I get emotional. I start crying. I listen to it again because I just love crying for some reason. Okay. So I listened to it like 2 to 3 times, and then the playlist suggested Goodness of God by CeCe Winans. I listened to that, and that's when I started worshiping more. I started praying, thanking God just for everything, for the little things, and that's when I heard, listen to Lord Give Me a Sign next. So this wasn't the phone suggesting DMX's song, Lord Give Me a Sign. I actually heard the spirit of my Lord say it. And I don't mind because I love the song. I love DMX even more. So I listened to it. And as I'm listening to it, like I'm crying, but I'm crying at this point, and I'm getting these downloads, like these revelations. So I run to the desk, and I put my glasses on, my reading glasses, and I'm writing down some things, and I'm stopping to take the glasses off to wipe my face. I have all my, well, not all of them, but some of my snot, what do you call these balls? My snot balls here, because it was just like, I was almost like raptured. Okay. Not in that sense, but in a different sense. The sense I think is the real sense that a lot of people are misunderstanding. But the spirit was upon me, and I was just getting all these messages, and I wrote a lot of things down. I was led to do some research, just basic definition searches and stuff like that, which I'll share. Some I'll share verbatim, taken from Google. Some things I'll paraphrase. Some things were given to me and I just wrote them down, so they might not sound sensible at first, but as you connect the dots, you will see this picture clearly, because I cannot deny what I see. This puzzle is coming together, and I am a little bit astonished myself. I know in my readings I kept saying some people are going to be astonished. Maybe I'm one of them, among the people who's about to be astonished, because this message, this case is interesting, and there is someone who's at the center of a lot of controversy, and I have to put this out there because it will be remiss of me to make this seem like this message is a general message when it's not. This is specific. This is specifically about a person, okay? And this could be taken as some kind of a warning, okay? Or even and or vindication I'm getting as well for this person. And this person, I'm not going to say who their name is, but by the clues given, even though they're given by Dr. Seuss to start things with, and not Blues Clues here. Blues Clues is here to just provide some emotional support for me for this video, because I do feel a bit nervous. Maybe that's because I didn't get a lot of sleep. I'm a little bit jittery. But the clues are not provided by Blue, not this time. It's actually by Dr. Seuss, and I'll share a little bit more about that. The clues given will indicate who I'm alluding to, because I know whoever's watching this, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're wise, you're sharp-minded, you're no fool, okay? And I do not mean to be facetious. I'm being honest here. I know you're gonna get it without me having to say the name, okay? With that being said, I want to put up the disclaimer that I love my life. I love my children, okay? I'm not rich, okay? I have no friends, like I just said. It's just me and my children, and I live okay. I'm content with what I have. I don't have a lot, but I'm good, okay? I do not have ideations to off myself or to hurt, injure, or harm anyone, especially my children, okay? So put that on record. I am not an alcoholic or a junkie of any sort, not to disparage junkies, okay? I just do not have any addictions that could subsequently or consequently result in a overdose, okay? I am not the best swimmer, but I could hold myself in water. All right, I love my life. I love my children, okay? And these messages are not intended to hurt or harm anyone, okay? To malign anyone, to attack anyone. Okay, I just want to share these messages, and you could take it as a form of entertainment, okay? Wink wink. But I'm good, and this person that is specific to this message, I want them to be good too, okay? So please do not mention any names in the description, not the description, in the comment section, okay? Because I may give a description of the person. If you feel led to inform the person, please do it privately, please do it confidentially. I know I'm going to do my due diligence to reach out to the person, even though this person does not know me. I do not know this person, okay? I'm not a fan of this person either, okay? I do not stand with the political views of this person, okay? But I do not have any reason to berate this person, to dislike this person, or anything like that. You know, I think this person is respectable, should be respected. You know, I like I said, I do not have any rhyme or reason to put down or put this person in danger in any kind of way, even though I'm not a fan of this person. This message is a heavy one, hence I have blue here to give me some comfort, okay? I know I'm good in the grand scheme. My God loves me. My God is going to protect me no matter what. I just want to make some things clear here, okay? And I thought that I've already shared a message that I would consider the hardest message that I would have to share. If I could take back a message, it would be that message. It's one of those messages where God, change your mind, okay? I don't mind looking like a liar, looking like a fool. I don't mind being wrong. Let God be true and everyone else be a liar. I've said it before, okay? A lot of these messages, especially when they are adverse, when they are negative, when they center around misfortune, of course I don't wish or project that on anyone, you know, and I'm not like apt to share them either. Sometimes I like to run away from messages, you know, but they come back, and I'm trying my best to be a little bit more obedient to what the Spirit has to say, okay? So let those who have ears hear, and let those who have eyes see, okay? Let those who have hearts to understand, all right, and minds that are logical to really do the work, okay? I just hope you are able to discern the truth. Know that I do not come on here to misconstrue or to misguide or mislead you, to misrepresent anyone. I am not affiliated with any organization, agency, entity, nothing. It's just me, my God, my children, okay? Okay, I thought I already shared the hardest message, but this one trumps that. And I'm a little bit astonished myself that this one trumps that, because like I said, I'm not a fan of this person, but I am a fan of the person where I shared a message 2 months ago, give or take. All right, so the contrast there, to see it juxtaposed, just further clarifies that I am not prejudiced, okay? I just want to do the right thing here. I don't want to hurt nobody, okay? But I do want to do what the Lord wills me to do. Let thy will be done, my Lord, okay? I'm just a vessel. Please don't shoot the messenger. And I'm going to end it by sharing a little riddle of sorts, okay? And before I do, let me just quickly say how I got here to this, just to stimulate your memory a bit. So if you do return for the other videos, it'll be easier to grasp what it is I'm saying and where it is I'm going with it. I shared yesterday that out of nowhere I get this phone call that I assumed was fraud from Flagstaff, Arizona. Okay, that is major in the messages to come, why I'm reiterating that. Then I mentioned something about thing 1 and thing 2. That's also significant to this message. The red and white stripes was really prevalent as well. The next day I remembered, or it was drawn to my attention, that it's not just red and white that these characters, thing 1 and thing 2, wears, but there's a little bit of blue. But in the message that I received, it was no blue was shown to me in the vision of what I saw, okay, when I was channeling. Okay, so red and white stripes were important as well. What else? I mentioned something about like a broadcaster or an anchor or a commentator or a journalist. Somebody along those lines in those fields was also important to a case or a main character when it comes to a PSA. Okay, I said there may be some official video that's associated or that's going to come along with the PSA. I said quite a few things in the last messages which are going to be puzzles put together firmly to present the new leads that were given to me. Okay, so this one is not random. This is not a sporadic message. This is a continuation of things already said, things already mentioned, or should I say signs, okay, that were shared. Okay, because Lord give me a sign, and a sign the Lord did give me. So on that note, let's end with this riddle that you could process in the meantime until I come back, until you catch me on the next one. Okay, so thing 1 and thing 2, all red and no blue, former lies, latter truth, pick a side, which do you choose? Which one are you? Yeah, so we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it deep. Even though I plan to chop up the video, I'm not going to rush through the videos. I'm going to allow the spirit to channel through me while I am recording, so we could get some more information, or should I say evidence, about this case. Okay, I hope I've said everything that I needed to say for this prelude. Okay, I hope the disclaimer is clear. Take it as entertainment. Take it with a grain of salt. Please do not take it to heart. Do not take offense. You are more than welcome to disagree. You are more than welcome to consider me silly, okay, or even a little bit cuckoo. I don't mind, all right? But just listen to what the spirit has to say, and we'll take it from there. I don't think I could even get through all of this, because this is just one part. This is, you know what, let me just wrap it up. I'm not even gonna. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please catch me in the next one. Turn on your notification bells. Okay, please like, please subscribe, please send me some good wishes. Okay, I usually ask for, you know, help, support, donation for my fundraiser, or for you to just bless the channel, especially this month, considering it is my birthday month. I ask for coffee or a donut, but I don't want to ask for anything monetary. I want to ask for just a little prayer, you know. Pray for the person involved in this situation, who this message is for. Pray for me, the messenger, that I am safe, you know, that I'm okay, that I am well protected, all right? Because I leave you with my love, and I'm just asking for you to send a little bit back, okay? Take good care of yourself, though, just in case this is where we part. Bye-bye.